Hello everyone, I'm so glad to be here to present the research with the title The Negative Representation of Joko Widodo at the End of Presidency Term in the Jakarta Post. So this research was conducted by Yulia Anggraeni and Rosaria Mita Amalia, and we are from Universitas Padjadjaran, Indonesia. So here is our research. First, we are going to talking about the background of the research. So, in a country that adheres to democracy, such as Indonesia, the mass media plays an important role in presenting news and opinion to the public with the aim of providing accurate and trustworthy information. The Jakarta Post released an editorial article showing its support for Joko Widodo through an article entitled Endorsing Jokowi in the 2019 presidential election. So the Jakarta Post is one of the mass media from Indonesia, and however, it is possible that the Jakarta Post no longer support Joko Widodo after he completed his duty as a president. So the focus of this study is to see the negative representation of Joko Widodo at the end of his presidency term in the Jakarta Post. There are several previous research, that already talking about the representation. The first is Alston 2023, who examines the representation of Indonesia's former First Lady Ani Yudhoyono in the online discourse using Van Leeuwen 2008 social actor analysis framework as its core analytical approach. And Khalaf Adam et al. 2024, revealing the representation of Arab women in online newspapers. So this study employed the Fairclough three-dimensional discourse analysis approach to assess the portrayal of Arab women in the media, focusing on the dimension of the text, discursive practice, and power. And the last one, Fitriani et al. 2021 presented a brief portrayal of the Jakarta Post representation of the 212 protest through the use of linguistic properties to examine whether the Jakarta Post maintained it naturally in reporting the news using systemic functional grammar or SFG. And this is the gap of the research. So the three research I already mentioned before have the aim to reveal the representation of social actor in the media using the critical discourse analysis approach, but with different analytical tools. Meanwhile, this study will explore the representation of social actor in the media using the discursive strategies of Wodak and Meyer 2009. And there are several research also that have conduct the study employing the discursive strategies, including Anggraeni et al. 2021, who conducted a study to examine the representation of Emmanuel Macron regarding his controversial support for Samuel Paty, a history teacher in France who was murdered for showing a cartoon of Prophet Muhammad in his class. So the representation of Emmanuel Macron was analyzed using two discursive strategies, which are nomination and predication strategies. And the method that we use in this research is the qualitative, because this study tried to identify the problem based on explaining why something occurred. And of course, this study using the critical discourse analysis approach, since this study tried to analyze the relationship between language and ideologies in a discourse. It is in line with CDA according to G and Hanford 2012, who agree that CDA focus on a discourse and its relationship with power relation, ideology, institution, and social identities, which are analyzed through language studies. And the discursive strategies using to analyze the data, the discursive strategies theory by Wodak and Meyer 2009. So we are focused to two discursive strategies, which are nomination and predication strategies. So here is the discussion and the finding of this research. We have found that nomination strategy used by the Jakarta Post are professional anthroponym, proper name, and Deixis. But the nomination strategies mostly used by the Jakarta Post is the proper name. Here is the discussion of the proper name. The realization of the proper name is the word Jokowi. So, according to Anggraini and Amalia 2020, proper name identify a person who become the center of the text. However, in this study, the researchers observed that the Jakarta Post use proper name more frequently than professional anthroponym when referring to Jokowi negatively. This means that proper names are not only used to identify who is the center of the text, but also the Jakarta Post label Jokowi negatively as a person, rather than focusing on Jokowi in his role as a president. And the professional anthroponym Presiden Jokowi Widodo is typically found in the first paragraph of the article published by the Jakarta Post. This indicates that the Jakarta Post used a professional anthroponym to introduce and emphasize Joko Widodo's identity as president. The word the president refers to Joko Widodo in his capacity as president. So the use of professional anthroponym describe and report a person action in relation to their job. This is according to Utami and Kurniawan 2017. Therefore, the word Presiden Jokowi Widodo, and the President are used to describe Jokowi's action as his role as President. And the Deixis used by the Jakarta Post doesn't reflect what Baikal 2009 found, which is that Deixis is used in contraction of the self and the other. But the Jakarta Post only used the Deixis he to avoid the repetition of the name within a paragraph. So the predication strategies is used to see how the Jakarta Post give negative attribute to Joko Widodo in a discourse. Some devices can be used to analyze the predication strategies such as explicit predicate and presupposition. In this study, the researchers found that the Jakarta Post in 2019 mostly using the word Jokowi refer to Joko Widodo to give negative attribute through explicit predicate. So, the negative representation of Joko Widodo are someone who sabotage electoral integrity for their own political ambition, and someone who exploit the MRT to boost their electability, someone who lacks sufficient fiscal capacity to meet the ideal defense budget to GDP ratio of 2.5%, someone who failed to articulate a commitment to military reform, someone who has been criticized for not doing enough to address human rights and violation, someone who failed to use their power appropriately at the expense of his own promises, including those related to corruption and human rights enforcement. Someone who made the public doubt the passage of the controversial bill, someone who prioritized campaigns over dedicating himself to governments toward the end of his presidency term. And the last one is someone who formed the cabinet according to Megawati direction. So the conclusion of this study are, this study addressed to research gap of how social actors are represented in the news media. So the study novelty of this study is to its use of descriptive strategy rooted in Wodak and Meyer's theory. And the second conclusion is the Jakarta Post uses professional anthroponym, proper name, and Deixis. So denomination strategy mostly used by the Jakarta Post is proper name. The Jakarta Post more often use explicit predicate to label Joko Widodo negatively. It showed that Jakarta Post gives a negative label to Joko Widodo explicitly. This study showed that the discursive practice made by media can be analyzed through language use and The result of the analysis can be revealed the representation of social actor. So this study also demonstrates the benefit for the future language researcher in analyzing how language is used in the news media. So maybe that's all for me. I know that our research is not perfect. That's why I need your feedback, and I hope that I can get a feedback for better research. Thank you. I'm Yulia. Sign out.